Good morning. Welcome to Monday. It's already kind of starting out like a Monday. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum. Here with some words of wisdom for our early morning intuitive guidance, and I'm running a few minutes late, but we'll see who pops on. Need a drink here. Oh, that's a good brew. I mixed together a blueberry stress relief tea bag and a spicy orange something tea bag. It's a good mix. Good mix. Looks like someone just popped on. Glad you're here. Welcome. We'll see whose name rolls and give it a minute for others to find us. And then we have a card from the Allowing Prayers deck. 57 invitations to spark a conversation with your soul. It is Miss Nancy. Good morning. Hello, Joe Neal. Welcome. I'll be talking to you this afternoon. That'll be awesome. We have another common ground conversation we're going to tape. Good morning, Gwen. It's not tape anymore. It's record. Never mind. So yeah, just getting rolling today. And it was quite the whirlwind weekend. So we completely cleared out my dad's bedroom, which is the first time in over 50 years, since 1974, however many years that is. I'm not doing the math. Forget it. Anywho, good morning, Ruth Ann. Welcome. We are having the ceiling replastered in there. We're maybe going to put in new carpet. We'll see. Just have a porch full of furniture now covered up in plastic to get things out of the way, but time for a refurbishment in case he is able to come home. So we'll see. He's been working really hard at the rehab center. My brother and his wife went up yesterday to visit, and they were just taking him down to PT, so they toddled along as well and watched him do his PT, and they said it was a pretty rugged workout, and he did a great job, so we shall see. So, how y'all doing on this fine Monday? I had an enjoyable time yesterday with my friend Diane. We went to our 4th Harry Potter in this series, so they do one a week at the Marcus Theaters in Wisconsin and wherever else they are. One Harry Potter a week for 8 weeks, and we're halfway through now. So I just like watching them. It's fantasy, it's magic, and that'll fit in right well with our card today. Good morning, Mel. Thank you for the sparkles in the heart. I appreciate it. So yes, go Dad. He is doing well. Sometimes here and there the dementia's giving him a little bit of a fit, but he's hanging in there. We'll do what we can do. So let's do some breathing and tapping. As long as we're going to do what we can do, let's do some breathing and tapping. Pick your spot. I, of course, gravitate here. Nice deep breath in and out. Ooh, felt the shoulders drop there. Been wearing them for earrings again for a bit. Get them down. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Spent some time in the park yesterday too. It was absolutely beautiful. The temperature was lovely. We were in the shade. There were geese floating around, people and dogs prancing through, little kids fishing, all the things. It was just lovely. We didn't see the deer. They were siestaing, I guess. But it was lovely. And today is supposed to be 80 degrees. 80 degrees. Whatever. So we'll enjoy that as well. So I'm going to sneak a visit to Dad in between all the other things that there are on my agenda today, including tonight a 2-hour Zoom meeting and a 2-hour face-to-face meeting, which overlap by a half an hour. Eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, so we'll just figure it out. Allowing Prayers, 57 Invitations to Spark a Conversation with Your Soul by Siobhan Nash. I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. And I have to tell you, it was funny, the picking of the cards. I shuffle, and then sometimes I'll look at the edge of the deck and see if there's a card that kind of calls to me just looking at the edge. And there was a particular area that I stuck my thumbnail in and was going to open it to that, and this card popped out instead. And I was going to put it back in and go where my thumbnail was, and then I read the title, and it's like, nope, this is what we need. Allow magic. Allow magic. And coming on the heels of Harry Potter yesterday, perfect timing. Perfect timing. So, there are 2 questions on this card, and so if one or more of you could post the questions in the feed, I would greatly appreciate it. And then we'll ponder magic. So the first question is, when have you created magic in your life simply by being your true self? When have you created magic in your life simply by being your true self? I'll tell you one time from my life. When I moved back here 3.5, 4 years ago, however long it was, to take care of my dad, and I thought, as long as I'm going to be here, I might as well do something in addition to my clients online. So I started giving talks on intentional community and was holding them at this beautiful facility. It's Van Zeeland Nursery Plants, and I love plants, absolutely love plants. And the Van Zeelands were so happy with how Appleton received their business moving from where it was to a new location that they put in a community room that people can use for free. Thank you for putting the question up. I appreciate it. So free place to hold these talks, fabulous. So I went out there, and the place is lovely to begin with. And outside with all the trees and stuff, they actually have a little playground, so you can keep your kids occupied on the playground while you're trying to find plants. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. So it's just a lovely, lovely facility. So I did several talks there. I also did a workshop there. I can't remember what the title of the workshop was. Anyway, a bunch of women showed up and we did this cool workshop. And then I got a phone call out of nowhere from the pastor of Zion Lutheran Church saying, I hear you are interested in intentional community. I am too. And that set off this whole odyssey. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Of learning about affordable housing, being on various committees, going to a whole bunch of meetings, getting a sense of beyond intentional community, what is going on in our states to assist with affordable housing. So I've learned a bunch. I've learned where we're still falling woefully short, but a lot of information, and I'm sure it's going to be useful as I move forward. So there was an opportunity for magic. Just by showing up and giving the talks I wanted to give, other things unfolded. What about for you? If you want to put some of yours in the feed, those opportunities when you created magic in your life simply by being you. Think about your relationships, friends, significant others, co-workers, etc. How you draw to you the people you make magic with when you're simply yourself. When you show up as you harmonize with the people who are aligned with you, right? Call them in, which is also another plug for why it does not serve us to be who we think people want us to be. Because then we're not going to be harmonizing with those we are intended to be with, and we're not going to draw people in who enrich our lives. So that's the first question. When have you created magic in your life simply by being your true self? Second question. If you embraced the magic within you, what would you create next for yourself? If you embraced the magic within you, what would you create next for yourself? For me, it would be the intentional community in which I intend to live. That would be what I create for myself. And I keep driving past this particular plot of land that is already It would be amazing. There's some roads in to this lot. There are some big mature trees. There's even a parking pad that would work for some of the parking. Yeah. I'm getting the nudge. I'm getting the nudge because I had explored this property earlier. It's not for sale. And apparently there is, thank you, Mel, I appreciate it. There is a story behind why it's sitting there empty, that the town in which it's in did not approve of the owner's plans. And now he's mad and just sitting on it. Maybe it would warrant a conversation. Maybe he'd tell me to go suck eggs. Who knows? But me, if you embrace the magic within you, what would you create next for yourself? Me, I'm the person who would go and say, hey, would you consider this? Would this be interesting to you? Would it be up your alley? Etc. Maybe there could be a community land trust on that land. He keeps his land. We just build on it. Who knows? Who knows what might be possible? So one of these days, and I'll hold myself accountable to you. I just got the nudge. I will hold myself accountable to you. One of these days, I will go back, find my notes on this particular property, find this man's name, or look it up on the plat map, and see what I can do to make a connection. And I think I remember who told me the story of this particular lot, so maybe I can reach out to that person again too. Hey, tell me again, who owns this? Yeah. So that's our card for today. Allow magic. I'd love for some of you, there's 5 of you on here with me right now. By the end of the day, there will be probably over 100 of you who have viewed this. Put something in the feed. What is it that you want to allow the magic around? Your magic to help create. Put it in the feed. Let us all lift up your magic with our own magic and make some stuff happen here. Let's see what we can create. So, have an awesome Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.